Hello, and welcome to Cookie Quest, where each week we bake a different cookie selected by you, the Twitch audience, on our wonderful cookie wheel at the end though, so you gotta stick around all the way to the end. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch this live on Sundays, 3:30 p.m. Eastern-ish on twitch.tv/LordTalks. This week, we're making a malted milk biscuit, a cookie from the UK, I assume, because all the recipes I found were British. So we're doing a British recipe today. And it's got, of course, malted milk powder in it, which I got the King Arthur brand, but there's a lot of different brands and various recipes had very strong opinions about which brand of malted milk powder you should use. But I'm using the King Arthur one because I like King Arthur. They make good stuff. So that's the one we're using. To get started, let's measure out our dry ingredients, which, of course, starts with the flour, which we need 250 grams of. 145, 175, overshot, 260. We need a half teaspoon of baking powder. We also need a pinch of salt. I don't know, that's pinch-like. And then, of course, 75 grams of malted milk powder. 72, 73, 74, 75. And that is all our dry ingredients, so we'll just whisk those together to combine. All right, next, let's take care of our wet ingredients. We've got 150 grams of butter, which, if you're like me and live in a place that divides butter into sticks, that's 1 stick and 3 tablespoons. Will get you to roughly 150 grams. To that, we add 100 grams of sugar, which it would help if you measured it. 100 grams of sugar, plus some extra. We have to cream the butter and sugar together with your paddle attachment. Slap that on there. Hopefully your butter is reasonably room temperature. So we'll just let that get nice and creamy. All right, our butter is looking nice and creamy. And to it, we will add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Stop it so it doesn't throw vanilla everywhere. In it goes. Turn it back on, get that incorporated. And to that, we'll add 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. Separate out the egg yolk. That's pretty good. Mixing that in. Probably need to scrape down the sides. Get all the butter down the sides. And away she goes. Beat until creamy. All right, at this point, your butter should be nice and thoroughly mixed, light and fluffy and all that jazz. And we can add in our dry ingredient mixture. Dump all of it in, just go straight in with it. And now, just give it a pulse, because you don't want to send flour everywhere. And then it'll start to come together. You don't really want to over-mix it, because you don't want the dough to get tough. So pretty much, as soon as it comes together, you're good to go. One last scrape down, check the bottom, make sure there's nothing lingering at the bottom of the bowl. We're all mixed together. Now we gotta let this sit, chill in the fridge. Just gonna put it in this plastic container. No need to wrap it in cling film. Save some plastic. Put it in a reusable container. Get those nice Rubbermaid ones. And into the fridge. We've let our dough rest for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. It's not precise. Pretty sticky. So we're gonna wanna flour our rolling surface. Get a nice amount of flour on there. All right. Let's see how this goes. Not bad, rolling out pretty easy. We're looking to get this down to like 2 millimeters. Right about here. Let's make sure we're not stuck. Now you get a little more flour on our rolling pin. We're just going for a weird shape today, that's looking good. Now we're ready to start cutting these out. So let's get the trays. I'm gonna start cutting these out, getting them onto a sheet. Just gonna use this little circular fluted edge guy.
It became pretty clear that I didn't use enough flour, so use like twice the amount of flour I did, or else yours will stick like mine did.
Oh boy. Well, that cookie's destroyed.
Hey, get your ugly head out of the way of the camera. Sheesh, this guy. Right about now, I decided I needed way more flour, so I was using the bench scraper to stuff it under there.
Okay. Oh my God, so much better.
See, that's how much flour I should have used the first time.
Get underneath of it, prevent the sticking. One last smoothing. And we'll start it.
And with the additional flour, these came out way cleaner.
Okay, we just need to load these in 350 degrees for 11 minutes.
I will never not love a good baking time lapse. Look at them turn nice golden brown.
They look pretty good. For our buttercream, we need 75 grams of butter, which a whole stick is 113 grams. So, I don't know, 6 tablespoons of butter? Don't have to be terribly accurate. And to it, we're gonna add an equal part, they say milk.
Don't listen to past talks here. It's definitely not equal parts butter and milk. It's only 2 tablespoons of milk.
But I've got a bunch of whipping cream. And then we need some more of our malted milk powder. And it says 2 heaped tablespoons. So there's a 1, there's a 2. To that we're gonna add 50 grams of confectioner's sugar. And before we start mixing that together, we're gonna melt some chocolate. Because we want this to be chocolate buttercream. Oh, I made a big mistake.
Yeah, you did.
I read the recipe wrong. I added a lot more cream than the recipe said to do. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it. It's heavy whipping cream, it's fine.
It's not fine.
It's gonna whip up just fine.
Nope.
How much chocolate do we got in here? It's 45 grams. All right, we're shooting for like 80 grams of chocolate here. There we go. Now, we just gotta melt it in bursts. Melty, melty. Spatula. Ciao. Is our chocolate melted? Cream on buttercream. Some light pulses here. Get all the sugar clung to other things. It doesn't fly out. And then away it goes. And we'll see how much our catastrophic mistake has either not hindered us or ruined us completely. One of the two. Turn it up to max.
Just doing buttercream damage control.
Add more powdered sugar. Just whip it some more, it'll be fine. Still needs more solidness, so I'm just gonna keep adding powdered sugar. Maybe another bit of malted milk powder, you know? There we go. That's starting to look like icing. All right, now that we're up to that, let's add in our chocolate. Sides. Oh yeah. Scrape down the sides. And that is some great filling. Okay, it's finally time to assemble. Get a nice dollop of our chocolate malted milk buttercream. Smear it on. And there we have a cookie.
Time flies when you're filling cookies.
And then there's just a lonely spare. Alrighty. These are ready for testing.
Here we have our malted milk sandwich biscuit with malted milk chocolate buttercream in the center. You know, probably should let the icing cure a little bit before you bite into it. These are good. I can't tell if it's the cookie itself is good or the fact that it's got chocolate buttercream in it that's good, but the malty flavor is delicious. I give the sandwich biscuit, I'm giving this a 9. I'm giving the malted milk biscuit sandwich cookie a 9 out of 10. This is good. This is a good cookie. It's so tasty. It's the time of the stream where you, dear Twitch viewer, get to pick next week's cookie. So let's go to the wheel, shall we?
Here's the wheel. Use your channel points now to spin. What do we get? Oh, you timed that one perfectly. What did we get? Yo-Yo Biscuits. I got suggested this one from my Reddit post. Two sandwich cookies in a row. All right, and this was Cookie Quest, Malted Milk Biscuit Edition. This happens every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern-ish on twitch.tv/LordCox, so drop by, give me a follow there. If you're watching on YouTube, you know, maybe subscribe, maybe like, leave a comment, tell me which cookies should be on the cookie wheel. You know, if you didn't see the cookie that you want going by, leave a little comment and tell me. And yeah, that's it. So see you next time. Bye-bye.